నమస్కారం. డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ సార్వత్రిక విశ్వవిద్యాలయ విద్యార్థులకు స్వాగతం.
Welcome to viewers. Today's topic is Memorandum of Association according to Companies Act 2013. Under the new company law, we are trying to understand what is the Memorandum of Association. According to section 2, subsection 56 of the Companies Act 2013, memorandum is a document which is prepared, registered, altered under any previous law or under the Companies Act 2013. A memorandum of association is a fundamental document. It regulates external management of a company. A memorandum of association must be in writing, divided into different paragraphs. It must be subscribed by minimum subscribers. In case of a private company, minimum 2 persons. In case of a public company, minimum 7 persons. And in case of OPC, 1 person. What is OPC? 1 person company. In case of OPC, 1 person need to sign the memorandum of association plus minimum 2 directors in case of private company, 3 directors in case of a public company, and whole time practicing chartered accountant and company secretary need to sign the memorandum of association. In order to prepare memorandum of association, we have tables under the schedule 1, table A, table B, table C, table D and table E. There are 4 tables are available if you would like to prepare your memorandum. Table A company having the share capital, the shareholders liability limited by share. Table B, company, shareholders liability limited by guarantee, not having the share capital. Table C, company, shareholders liability limited by guarantee, having the share capital. Table D, company, shareholders liability unlimited without share capital. Table E, a company, shareholders liability is unlimited with share capital. So, based on the liability, one can adopt any one of the table A, B, C, D and E of the schedule 1 of Companies Act 2013. What is the main objective of the memorandum of association? It indicates what purpose investors are making investment. As a prospective investor, I would like to know what purpose I am making investment. It indicates objectives, what purpose this money is going to utilize. Now friends, what are the contents of memorandum of association? First one is name clause, second one registered office clause or situation clause or domicile clause, and third one is liability clause, and fourth one is objective clause, fifth one is capital clause, and sixth one is association clause, and seventh one is the succession clause. In the 2013 company law, the new clause has inserted, that is called successions clause. Let us understand one by one in detail. First one is name clause. It is according to section 4 of the Companies Act 2013, INC 1 I have to download and take the names. How many names I can select? At least 6 names I can select. I can apply to ROC online, pay the prescribed fee. It may be a online payment, otherwise the physical form I can make a payment and select the names. From the date of allocation of the name, within the 6 months, 60 days, I can use the name for incorporation of a company. Now, before I decide the proposing company's name, what are the precautions that I have to be taken? First one, the proposing company's name must not be too similar to another existing company's name, which means already there is the one company by name X Company Limited. I can't use the name Sri X Company Limited, Mr. X Company Limited, something like that, because my proposing company's name must not be too similar to another existing company's name. And at the end of the company's name, I must use the word limited. The word limited indicates the shareholder's liability is limited. It may be limited by share, limited by guarantee. And in case of a private company, the word private should be used within the company's name either with or without brackets. In case of OPC, one person company, they have to reveal clearly it is OPC within the company's name. Then my dear friends, what are other precautions that have to be taken? One, then I can say undesirable names in the opinion of the central government is to be avoided. And as per the Emblems and Names Prevention of Improper Use Act 1930, certain names are prohibited without previous approval from the central government. Certain words should not be used like UNO, WHO, UNICEF, pictorial representation of Mahatma Gandhi, Bharat Ratna, Parmavir Chakra, etc. And undesirable names in the opinion of the central government should be avoided. What are undesirable names here? Flinty language should not be taken within the company's name. So, before you decide the proposing company's name, these are precautions that you have to be taken. The second one is registered office clause. In case of registered office clause, under the Companies Act 2013, there are some provisions like this. 1. A company may get a certificate of incorporation with a registered office or without a registered office. In case of without a registered office, from the date of incorporation, within the 15 days, the company has to communicate to ROC where the registered office is situated. From the date of incorporation, within the 30 days, ROC will come for the verification of the registered office of a company. Otherwise, the registration of the company can be cancelled. So guys, here what is the importance of the registered office? All meetings of the company should be held within the premises of the registered office or in the PIN code area where the registered office is situated. All books of accounts of the company should be preserved and maintained only at registered office or head office. And finally, the communication correspondence purpose, there should be one principal place called registered office. So this is the purpose of registered office. And the third one is liability clause. What is the liability of the shareholders? The shareholders' liability may be limited by share, limited by guarantee or unlimited liability company. What is limited by share? The shareholder's liability is limited to the extent of the unpaid balance on the shares held by him. The shareholder's liability is limited to the unpaid balance on the shares held by him. In the event of winding up of a company, his liability is limited to the extent of unpaid balance. And limited by guarantee, amount of guarantee given over the assets of a company, amount of guarantee given over the assets of a company. And unlimited liability company. Just to see the company's name, at the end of the company's name, if there is no word limited, which means shareholders' liability is unlimited. Then you start as unlimited liability company. Later, whenever you would like, you can convert into limited by share, limited by guarantee. According to section 399 of the Companies Act 2013, there is one guideline that in case of a section 8 company, what is section 8 company? Licensed company, otherwise non-profit making company. Licensed company or non-profit making company can start a company without using the word either limited or private limited without with previous permission from central government. That's only one exception. And fourth point is objective clause. What is objective? Means what purpose originally company came into force. That is the objective. What purpose company came into force, that objective has to be clearly defined. Remember friends, out of all clauses, this clause is very important clause is to be defined. Why it is so important? The company is an artificial person. There is the diverse between ownership and management. Ownership lies in the hands of shareholder. They is created throughout the country, not available for day-to-day operations of the business. Hence, the shareholders are appointed the board of directors. The board of directors must confine to memorandum of association objective clause. If the board of directors are acted within the memorandum of association objective clause, it is called intra-virus. If they have acted against the memorandum objective clause, it is called ultra-virus. Ultra means beyond, virus means power. Beyond our power is always void ab initio, inoperative, right from inception. So, it has to be clearly defined what purpose the directors need to take a decision, objective clause. And next one is, what is the capital clause? This is the maximum capital of a company at the time of incorporation. Later, if you want, you can enhance the capital. If you want, you can further reduce the capital by adopting section 61 of the Companies Act 2013. So, with how much capital company getting incorporation, that is called authorized capital, registered capital, nominal capital, all are synonymous words here, you can understand. But a company can start with either equity capital or both equity and preference capital, but not only with preference capital. Then we got a association clause. What is association? This is the list of the subscribers who have signed the memorandum of association. In case of a private company, 2 persons, public company 7 persons, OPC 1 person has already signed the memorandum of association. There they have to disclose their subscribers' name and capital invested, number of the shares allotted, amount paid, his name and address, details need to be given there, that is called association clause. And lastly, succession clause. In the 2013, the succession clause inserted. In case of OPC, along with the INC 1, when you go for application of the name of the company and registration of incorporation of a company, along with the registration certificate, they have to enclose nominee's name. In case if anything happens to the original shareholder, who can be the next shareholder of a company. But remember, all the subscribers of the memorandum of association should be competent persons, means they must be major, sound mind, not disqualified by any other law. Then only they can appoint as a persons, otherwise they can't become the subscribers for the memorandum of association. So far we discussed about memorandum of association contents: name clause, second registered office clause, capital clause, liability clause, objective clause and association clause, succession clause. Now friends, let us try to understand how to alter the memorandum of association. First, alteration of the name clause. When should I alter the name clause? Conversion of the private company into public company, or conversion of the private company into public or public company into private company. Otherwise, we are doing one objective of the business. 50% of the revenue is coming from the new objective. In order to reflect that objective in the company's name, we have to change the objective clause. Or 50% of assets of the company has come from the new objective of a business, then you can change the objective clause. So, alteration of objective clause, conversion of the private company into public company into private company, and 50% of the revenue of the business has come from that objective, or 50% of the assets are belonging to the new objective, then you can go for alteration. Then further, what is the procedure? 1. Board of Directors has to pass the resolution, and INC 22, form number INC 22, they have to fill with the ROC. Second one is ratification of the name. In case company's name is too similar to another existing company's name, the central government may ask the company change the company's name. From the date of order or notification given by the central government, within the 15 days, Board of Directors has to do the needful ratifications and communicate to the ROC within the 30 days of the resolution passed with the INC 22. And this is about alteration of the name clause. And the second one is the registered office clause. Alteration of the registered office clause means change of the registered office clause. There are 4 methods are involved here. First one is alteration of the registered office within the local limits, which means within the city, within the town, within the village. In that case, Board of Directors has to pass a resolution. Shareholders' permission is not necessary. Just board resolution and INC 22, MGT 14 has to file with central government, ROC. And the next one is second method here, alteration of the registered office beyond local limits, within the same state and same ROC. Same state, same ROC means from one city to another city, one town to another town, one village to another village in the same state and same ROC jurisdiction. In that case, they have to pass again, call for Board of Directors meeting, special resolution they have to pass at annual general meeting, INC 22 and MGT E form 14 has to file with ROC within the 30 days. And other one is alteration of the registered office beyond local limits, but from one ROC to another ROC in the same state. Earlier point, beyond local limits, same state, same ROC. Now it is same state, but from one ROC to another ROC. In India, 2 states, there are 2 ROC offices are there. One Maharashtra. At Pune, there is one ROC office. At Mumbai, there is one more ROC office. In case of Tamil Nadu, Chennai one ROC office. At Coimbatore, there is one more ROC office. You are moving from Pune to Mumbai or Mumbai to Pune or Coimbatore to Chennai or Chennai to Coimbatore. This is one city to another city, one town to another town, one village to another village in the same state, but ROCs are differ here from one ROC to another ROC. In that case, what is the procedure? Special resolution at annual general meeting, then RD, regional director's permission, third, information to ROC, fourth, and communication to ROC within the 30 days. So, do remember my dear friends, regional director's permission is compulsory in case of you are moving from one ROC to another ROC. And fourth method is here, alteration of the registered office from one state to other state. You are moving from Maharashtra to Tamil Nadu, or Tamil Nadu to Karnataka, or Karnataka to Andhra Pradesh, or Andhra Pradesh to Telangana, or Telangana to Bihar, Bihar to Orissa. You are moving from one state to other state. In that case, what is the procedure? A special resolution you have to pass, regional director's permission, and company law board sanction, information to ROC, notice to interested group of persons. There who are interested group of persons, creditors, suppliers, we have to give notice for them. And central government satisfied that they do not have any objection, they will give a sanction, we can go for the alteration of registered office from one state to other state. So, friends, so far we discussed about the alteration of registered office in 4 methods. One, within the city, within the town, within the village. Second, beyond the village or beyond the local limits, that is one city to another city, one town to another town, one village to another village, same state, same ROC. Third method is beyond the local limits, but from one ROC to another ROC. Fourth method is from one state to another state. Now, friends, next one is alteration of objective clause. Whenever a company would like to alter the objective clause, they have to call for special resolution, they have to call for annual general meeting. At a general meeting, they have to pass again special resolution. Again, what is the meaning of special resolution? 3/4 majority of the members attended and participated in the voting should agree for the proposal, then resolution can be passed out. Those who are attended and participated in voting, the key word is here, those who are not attended, those who participate in the voting should agree for the proposal, then resolution can be passed. But here let me explain, according to 2013 there is a small change here. A company issued a prospectus to public, money already mobilized, partly utilized funds, partly unutilized money is there. In the meantime, board of directors have decided to change the objective clause. If there is any unutilized money through the earlier prospectus, now directors need to call for meeting, pass a special resolution, information must be given to shareholders. There are two types of shareholders here, assent shareholder and dissentient shareholders. Assented means agreed for the proposal, dissented means disagreed for the proposal. In the 2013, they meant very clearly that if there is any dissentient shareholder, company has to provide the exit option and exit price has to be fixed for them, their money should be refunded, then you can change your objective clause. Very categorical mention with a view to safeguard interest of the investors, protection is there here. And the next one, capital clause. Whenever company wants, they can change capital clause. Under section 61 of the Companies Act, there are guidelines. By increasing the authorized capital, by converting the fully paid up share into stock and vice versa, by consolidation of the smaller value into larger value or larger value into smaller value. Otherwise, lastly, when company investors fail to take up the shares, allotted shares can be cancelled. By adopting any one of these methods, you can alter your capital clause. Capital clause alteration requires only ordinary resolution. Please do remember, all the clauses except association clause and capital clause requires ordinary resolution. Ordinary resolution requires only 1/4 majority, simple majority of members attended at meeting. Members attended at meeting is remember simple majority, not a major people. And resolution can be passed, information can be given to ROC. INC 22 has to file, again MCT 14 they need to, up to 15 has to be submitted before ROC. And finally, association clause. Alteration of the association clause, it requires only ordinary resolution. Call for meeting with a simple majority, resolution can be passed. Succession clause, the moment a person died, original shareholder, the nominee will become the original shareholder of a company. Then the original shareholder has to nominate another person as a nominee. So far friends, we discussed today Memorandum of Association, contents, alteration of Memorandum of Association. Thank you.
మా కార్యక్రమాలపై మీ సూచనలు సలహాలు తెలియజేయండి. మా చిరునామా డైరెక్టర్ ఆడియో విజువల్ ప్రొడక్షన్ అండ్ రీసెర్చ్ సెంటర్, డాక్టర్ బిఆర్ అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీ, ప్రొఫెసర్ జి రామరెడ్డి మార్గ్, రోడ్ నంబర్ 46, జూబ్లీ హిల్స్, హైదరాబాద్ 500033.